Right.
All right. So today, four students passed PMP exam, and Isha is one of them. Isha, many, many congratulations for passing PMP exam. How are you feeling?
Thank you, Amar. It's been a great experience. I must have checked my certificate more than 50 times since morning, and I must say my name looks good on it.
Wow. And remember, I told you you're going to pass the exam.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Could you please tell us more about yourself? Where are you from? Where do you work? Your qualification?
Okay. So I am from Delhi, India. I have done MBA in HR, and it's been more than 11 years now. I've been working with IT companies since 11 years. Now working with Kyndryl, which formerly known as IBM. So during these 11 years, I have played several roles like of a trainer, of a subject matter expert, of an incident manager, of a people management. I've done people management for like 4, 5, 6 years. And now working with security and compliance department, taking care of clients' infrastructure business, compliance, security. That's all about me.
All right, great. And how was your PMP exam journey? When did you start? And when did you complete my 35 contact hours course? And then what was your strategy?
Okay. So I completed your course in the month of November, in mid-November, but I could not pursue it because I had another certification lined up in the month of December, which was like a mandate thing from my company. So I did not continue the studying after your course, and I started reading the Rita book as you suggested in the month of January. But I was not very regular. Maybe I was studying for an hour for a day, maybe, and then for 30 minutes next day. I was very slow that it took me 1 month to complete the book, to read the entire book once. It took me at least one good month to complete it. But then I had this deadline in my mind that I have to give the exam in the end of February at any cost. I wanted to get it done with. I wanted to get the certification by the end of February. So I got very serious in the month of February. I started studying for 2, 3 hours regularly from 1st February, and then I took leave for like 5, 6 days before taking the exam. And during those days, I took the mock classes, watch your YouTube videos, watch other YouTube videos, took mock sessions, and I was revising your notes. And the best notes ever, hands down. Seriously, those notes are really, really good because I had those 2 months of gap in restudying PMP. I had forgotten most of it. I did not remember anything at all because I did not study for 2 minutes after taking your class. But those notes are so good that when I was reading those notes last week, I was thinking that I'm just sitting in the same training again, and you are just there with me and redefining all those drawings, those colorful notes. Everything is so simple that I mean everything was so refreshed in my mind. So reading those notes and doing those mock tests really helped me a lot. And obviously those 10 I think those 5, 6 liners which you sent me just day before my exam,
Yeah.
I had those imprinted those liners in my mind, and I was after every question I had, Amar told that you have to be very careful while you have to be people centric leadership, servant leadership. You have to keep that in my mind. That's all I had in my mind while giving the exam. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, welcome. Yes, notes are really good. They are
Amazing.
precise, but at the same time, they are highly detailed as well.
Yes, everything is there. I
Everything.
was watching your YouTube video a month ago when you were sharing those notes, and you were saying that it covers 100%, and it was hard to believe that how such short notes cover 100% of the course, but it covers everything, and
Yeah.
it makes it very easy to remember what comes in initiation, what comes in planning, execution. So it makes it very easy. We don't have to memorize. It's a logical explanation given. Just have to follow it logically.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. All right. So you actually spend almost 30 full days and you studied 2 to 3 hours every day. So that's the time that
30 days, regularly 2 hours for sure. But during those 5, 6, 7 days when I was on off, I studied more than 7, 8 hours daily when I was practicing mock sessions. Yeah, seven, eight
Okay.
hours for
So
1 week.
around 100 hours or
Yeah.
a little more. Okay, yes, 80 to 90 or 100 hours of studies is required to pass the exam.
If
Great.
you are focused, then I think yes, 1 month is enough.
One
If you are
month,
focused, yeah.
1 month is enough. 30 days are
Mm.
good enough to pass the exam.
30 or 45 days. Yeah.
Okay, great. Which resources you used for the exam preparation, along with my notes? And you said Rita. Did you solve my mock exams?
Yes, I did, which were really, really difficult.
Yeah.
When I was solving your exam, remember I told you, I messaged you that I'm getting only 50. Once I got only 40, 50% marks. Just 4 and 5 days ago, I had my exam lined up and I was only getting 40 and 50%. But then I was getting little disappointed. But then I started understanding the scenario, that why are these questions critical? How do we have to understand the process? How do we have to select the best option? Then I started practicing more and more, and I think I watched at least 10 videos of yours from that YouTube channel. So yeah, after that it got easier.
Which one did you watch? The first 10 videos or
First 10 videos, yes.
first 10 videos? Those are all about Agile, and those questions are really difficult. Really difficult.
Very difficult.
Yeah, I understand. But good thing is that in those videos, when you watch those videos, students present multiple perspective.
Mm,
So you get an opportunity to think from multiple dimensions about that particular question, and then you get the right answer. So
yeah.
that builds your mindset, like how to approach a question in the exam, what's the right strategy, how to look for keywords, how to eliminate irrelevant information, or how to shortlist your
Yes.
options, and then
That
how,
is the key, because all those four choices are right in the exam also. You
yeah.
have to use your logical thinking, your analytical skills to understand which is the best one for you.
All right, great. And what about your exam composition? How much portion was agile and waterfall and hybrid? Or if you could give us any understanding about the distribution of exam.
I think 50% agile,
Fif-
and yeah, 25%, somewhere around 25% or 30% waterfall, and then 20% hybrid maybe.
Okay, great. And if you could shortlist some of the topics which were recurrent in the
Yes.
exam, could you recall topics,
Yes,
main
few
topics?
topics. Yeah, main topics. There was, I think, two questions on emotional intelligence.
Mhm.
MBTI was there. Tuckman's model, if I'm calling the name correctly,
Yeah,
right? Tuckman's model. And then there was more of leadership
more of
knowledge
leadership.
questions. Leadership,
Yes.
that all scenario based questions, that you're working in a company and now you have been put into this situation. How will you react? What will you do? And mostly you had to select the options which more talks about the collaboration skills and your people management skills, your servant leadership skills. Those were there. Apart from that, I did not get many maths questions, which was I was so lucky because I was not prepared for that. I did not remember the formulas and everything. I don't like those. So there was just one question on CPI and SPI, and and obviously there were a few questions which were testing my knowledge on risk and issues to understand. So scenarios were quite complicated to understand if I understand the difference between risk and issues. There were 2, 3 questions on that, I believe.
All right. So remember, I sent you a list of topics before exam.
Yes, everything was there. All those topics were there for sure.
Yeah, I sent you. I'm just looking at those. I sent you Tuckman
Mhm.
team development model at the top.
Yes,
I sent you Maslow's hierarchy of needs, MBTI, emotional
MBTI
intelligence,
was there.
conflicts
Yes.
management, student syndrome, role of product owner and scrum master, leadership style, decision making, team charter. So yes, these are very important topics. And
All
also
these topics were included in the exam.
I sent you 25 points on the exam
Yeah,
night or one day.
those, yeah, exactly those points which I was saying, that I had imprinted those 25 points in my
Yes.
mind while I was giving the answers.
And now I have added more points, and now we have 100 points.
Wow.
I'm sure if somebody understands these 100 concepts or 100 tips, exam would be very easy, would be very simple.
Very easy. If I am able to clear it with those 25 pointers,
Yeah,
the person who is going through those 100 points would excel in it.
yeah,
For sure.
absolutely. Absolutely. All right. What about time management during the exam? Did you take the exam at home or online at center? Oh,
Yeah,
online at home or at center?
at home, because the center is very far away from my place. So I took the risk. I did not calculate my risk properly, and I took the exam at home. And just an hour ago, my Wi-Fi stopped working because it was raining heavily here at my location, and so it was my Wi-Fi stopped working. But thank God, my hotspot saved me. I gave my exam using my hotspot, so I had that fear in my mind throughout those 3 hours, that what if it stops working? But luckily, it did not. It went very smoothly. Just if you have a good bandwidth, I would say home is the best place, because I was very comfortable in my clothes, in my place, in my table and chair. When I had those 3 days, I could go to my washroom, I could eat something at my home only. I could talk to my family and tell them that everything is going great. So yeah, I think home is best to give the exam according to me. But even if you're sure that will not have any background noises, any interference from anybody, and you have a suitable bandwidth, yes. Otherwise, take it from center only.
You're so lucky, like your hotspot didn't disturb during the
Seriously,
exam. Otherwise, it could have been a big problem. But
seriously.
great.
Just an hour ago.
Just an hour ago. Just an hour ago. So risk management. Yes.
Risk management, yeah.
Actual
I
risk
did not
management.
prepare a contingency plan there.
Yeah. And also risk management is also a very important topic from exam. Risk versus issues. You might have seen a lot of
Risk, yeah,
questions.
yeah. So it
And
tests your knowledge if you understand the difference between risk and issues. There
risk
are
and
few
issues.
questions, yes.
Absolutely. And also, if risk is identified, what you need to do, if risk is occurred, what you need to do, if something unknown is occurred, which document you will be updating. So understanding issue log, risk management plan, risk responses, these are very important. Okay. Could you please tell us about your exam experience in terms of the process, like online exam at home? What's the process? What are the steps? Like you start the exam and then somebody comes in or nobody comes in, or what's the process? Like
I'm
checking
not
and
even sure
everything.
if somebody was there who was actually watching me, because nobody contacted me for. I had seen a lot of YouTube videos and read a lot of comments from people that proctor would contact you. They would ask you, "Don't look here, don't look there," and I was so scared. I had, my family was on standby for those 4 hours, that nobody should bother Isha and nobody should be even closer to her. But nothing like that happened. I think it was very smooth. Before the exam, I had to run the test on my laptop to make sure I had the standard requirements, it's compatible. Then I had to take pictures of my 360-degree view of my room,
Yeah.
and I uploaded everything, and it went smoothly. Some proctor, there was a proctor, as the machine said, but I don't know, nobody contacted me. I started my exam, I took those 2 3 breaks, I resumed it, and I ended. Nobody contacted me.
Yes, I think
Maybe that's why they have started taking 5 business days. Maybe they check it
yes.
after that. Yes.
Absolutely. So now they record you, and maybe somebody is watching you while exam. However, they rarely contact you. One of my
Yeah.
students, he had a problem with the software. So they have their own software, Pearson VUE software or something like that. You need to run that software. So it's good
Yes.
to do that experimentation one day before to make sure
Not
that,
one day before. I would suggest, if anybody is giving the exam from home, please make sure whenever the day you are booking the exam, make sure you're running the test regularly. I
yeah,
was running the test regularly on my laptop to make sure nothing is changing at the background, and my system is compatible. I checked it for a week. Every day I was running the test, and just before the exam also I ran the test twice.
Yeah, they test everything, yeah, like internet speed and microphone and everything, and
And they
camera.
won't allow to open any other application.
Yeah.
Everything has to be
Once you
closed.
open the exam application, everything else is disconnected. So even if you click, you cannot open anything during those 4 hours. Okay, all right. Uh, have you talked about time management during the exam? Like how many sections were in the exam, and how much time did you spend on first section and second section and third section?
I don't remember that honestly, but I was able to complete my exam 35 minutes before.
Yeah, you
So
told me.
that I all remember, but I don't remember how much time. I think maybe I must have taken 60 minutes on each section. 60 or 65, 70 minutes. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like you told me you completed exam 35 minutes ago. One of my students, Michelle,
Yeah, I saw
passed
that video
exam
1 hour
yesterday.
ago. My God.
She said she completed exam an hour ago, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
Oh my God. She is
One thing
super
that I'm
fast.
realizing, and that is good, people with more experience, they are easily passing the exam. So experience is really helping out. So
For sure.
PMI
Real
has
life
tweaked the
experience.
exam, and now exam is more practical rather than
Hmm.
theoretical. So they test the practical knowledge. So this really,
Yes.
okay, tell me, when did you get your result?
I got the email last night around 2 a.m., but I saw the email once I woke up today in the morning. So
So
after 3 days, including
after
weekend.
3 days, so you have
Yeah.
to wait for 3 days.
Hardest 3 days of my life ever. I was checking the website, my email after every 5 minutes throughout these 3 days. And yeah, so it
Absolutely.
took the
So
longest.
they tell you, like, if you take exam online at home, they would tell you you will receive your result in next 5 business days. Since you have
I did
given,
not know that actually. I was expecting that I will just click on end and I'll see my result. So I was so excited by the time I was on 170th question. By to complete those 10 questions, I was so excited that I'll see it. So they just asked me to click on end and they asked me to fill up a survey. That's all.
yes, yes, if you take exam at exam center, then they, give you your preliminary result right after the
Oh,
exam.
okay.
It
That's the
tells you
difference.
pass or fail. However,
Okay.
if you take exam online at home or office, then they ask you to wait for 5 business days. And
Did
normally
you take your exam at home or center?
at home,
At home, okay.
I got my result in 20 hours. Most of the students, they get their result in
It
20
must
hours.
be a working day then.
Yes, it was a working day. Yes, business day.
I gave it
Uh,
on Saturday, so that's why.
yeah, so Saturday,
Mm.
Sunday, maybe they were not working, and then on Monday they uh, reviewed your exam and then released the results.
Yes.
All right. And also tell me, during the exam, were you confident like you were going to pass the exam?
Yes.
Really?
So
That's great.
I was confident. I was not telling anyone because I did not want to jinx it. But yes, after I completed those 60 questions, I knew that this is something that I'm prepared. I'm really prepared for this exam and I can take control of it. So yes, I knew. I was expecting that I will clear it.
All right, great. What advice you want to give to PMP aspirants?
Okay, so whoever is going to give the exam, please make sure that you focus. Focus is all you need to prepare for the exam. Make sure you have full attention and focus towards PMP and book your exam. When you have the deadline, you will study for sure. Otherwise, you will just keep delaying it for no reason. So please book your exam and then start study. This will help a lot. And then then you whoever is taking your training, they obviously have your notes and the data book, so I'm sure they can clear it.
All right, great. And this is what my other students, they have told me, like, be confident, trust yourself,
Trust
and
yourself.
just do it.
Yes.
That's very important thing. And in last 2 months, we have changed the strategy. Like, rather than just sharing the, content and letting students prepare, now we have started following up and pushing them. Okay, just do it, right? It's a simple exam. It's easy exam. So previously, 95%, 90 to 95% people, they used to attend the training, but they did not appear for the exam. But now, just because of those efforts, everybody is scheduling the exam, they are preparing, and they are motivated. So just be confident. Exam is
Yeah.
easy. You just need to follow the right strategy, simple strategy.
Simple
Attend the four
strategy.
days long training by any PMI authorized instructor. Read one good
And
book.
I think, sorry to cut you.
Go
I
ahead.
think if you take the training only when you think that you will book the exam after the training,
Yeah,
that will help even more because everything will be so fresh in your mind. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So take the training, read
Yes.
one good book, and most importantly, solve good quality mock exams. Most of the students, they fail the exam because they do not solve exam like questions.
Mm.
So one of the students who solved some mock exams, he was getting around 65% and he failed. And when I checked the quality of those mock exams, it was so poor. Like anyone can get 80-90% in those mock exams, like very simple and easy. So if you're solving easy mock exams and you're getting 70%,
Mm.
it doesn't mean you're going to pass the exam. So as Isha mentioned, my mock exams are slightly
Very difficult.
challenging.
I'm sure exam is easier than your mock
Yeah.
questions. So anybody who's solving your mock questions, exam will be easier for them. Yeah.
Yeah, they are intentionally prepared like that so that if you are practicing questions with difficulty level, which is a little hard, then it would be easier for you to pass the exam. But solve good quality mock exams. If you're not solving mock exams, then it would be problematic. And with new structure, exam is not based on any memorization. You need not to
Mm.
memorize anything. There are no mathematical calculations. It's all about practical, your
Practical
experience.
knowledge, yes.
How do we do things at work? And
Yes.
if you understand that, that's why I'm saying experience is really, really helpful. So
Yeah, I think because I have people management experience for 6, 7 years, that really helped me. Yes.
yeah, because I'm seeing people with experience, they are passing the exam very easily. As Michelle's
Mm.
example, completed the exam 1 hour earlier, studied for 20 days around, and she passed the exam like Isha and Lisa. Lisa passed exam in 5 days, interestingly.
Oh,
I'll be talking about her journey as well. That's amazing. That's interesting. But
great.
I don't recommend anybody to write the exam.
Again, that's a risk.
Yeah, that's a big risk. I was slightly worried about her, but she passed the exam. All right, Isha, thank you so much. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you
Congratulations to
much.
your family. You mentioned about your husband, your family, uh, your kid, in the LinkedIn post. Congratulations to everybody who supported you. And I'm really, really happy on your success. Uh,
Thank you so much, Amar, and thank you for your support.
You're welcome. We'll be in touch. And this video, whatever we have discussed, this would be really helpful for people who would be watching, and it would be a motivation. The purpose of these videos is to motivate people and let them know if we all can do, if Isha can do, if other can do, you can also do by following this strategy. Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Isha. Take care of
no
yourself.
problem. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Do take care. Bye
Take
bye.
care. Bye.